Yes, good evening. Today's program is regarding the evolution and Charles Darwin theory of evolution. It's a very interesting subject, and all people, also among the religious people, deny the theory of evolution and they get offended. But there are scientific evidences, and there's some anatomical evidences that we are still evolving, and we can actually can't deny that. But again, they think about religion. Religion itself has evolved through and into different branches, and religion is still evolving. So they're basically denying, and they're going through the evolution as well. That's the main point. So why people get offended? Don't want to get associated with monkeys because they see monkeys as an inferior species. But the science and research never said that we came from monkeys. They said something else. They said that monkeys and human they share the same common ancestor, which is completely different than telling people that we came from monkeys. But that's why they get offended. So I can emphasize again that we share the same common ancestor, and we didn't come from monkeys directly, because evolution is not running into linear. It's not going through straight line. Evolution depends on branching and branches. So at some point we share the same ancestor, and then we evolve. And monkeys they evolve in their own climate and environment, and we were adaptive in our own climate and environment. So our climate is constantly changing. So we have got 7 species. We are Homo sapiens, basically the most advanced and apex predator we have evolved through, and we have made computers, we have traveled through space, we have conquered the atom, we made atomic bombs, and we have done a lot of complex tasks which a chimpanzee or ape won't be able to do it. We can sing, we can listen to music, and we do all sorts of other entertainment as well. Now coming back to evolution, so people always ask what happened to the monkeys and why monkeys didn't evolve through humans. Well, overall evolution obviously is a major evolution takes a lot of time, and it takes thousands and millions of years. But some minor evolutionary things, we can still observe them. I can give you a lot of examples through anatomical examples like white skin, brown skin, and black skin, hair, straight hair, black hair, all different kinds of curly hair. So basically, it's done according to the climate and adaptation to the environment. We got sun UV rays, ultraviolet radiation coming through. Black people have a pigmentation, melanin, and we have melanin in our pigments. So white skin is quite delicate, and they get skin cancer when they lay down. It's the exposure to UV lights. That's why you apply sun creams. And there's some other examples anatomically. And if you scientifically you go through DNA evidence, right? DNA, that's quite interesting. DNA evidence, because chimpanzees share 98.8% of the DNA of Homo sapiens, human beings, and that's a quite remarkable evidence as well. 1.2% difference. We achieve so many things. Like I said, we have done complex things. That 1.2%. Imagine about the aliens, if they have 1% difference, and they would say like, it'd be a hell of a lot of difference. You know what I mean, in IQ and technology and advancement. Anatomically, we think about there's some organs which has gone extinct, but they are still in human beings, such as tailbone. We still have tailbone. We used to have a tail for balancing on the trees. The monkeys still have the tail because they need it for stronger grips and for balancing. We don't need it. That organ is gone extinct, and the tailbone is still there. Wisdom teeth is another example, and we don't need the wisdom teeth. And there's some we get goosebumps, which is an evolutionary reaction to fear, and we still get your hair gets erected, and it's called goosebumps. And then we have babies. They have a stronger grip. When you touch the baby, you get the baby finger, it grips you very strongly. That's the evolutionary evidence that we used to be attached to our mothers and on trees, and we need a strong grip. So these are anatomically different, but humans, they are still evolving, like I said. And evolution is all about the environment, adaptation, and survival. Basically, let's say a soldier went to war and came back and got amputation, but we came through solution. We have artificial legs on him, right? So we are transforming into robots now, robotics, right? We have artificial heart, we have artificial arms, and you can see that humans are still evolving. So we can't deny that, right? So there are other scientific evidence, which is the DNA, and we got 96 chromosomes, and chimpanzees got 98 chromosomes. But within 200,000 years ago, the two of our chromosomes, they got fused together, and they because of this we are doing so many things different than the chimpanzees, complex task. That's another evidence. And there's some viral infection. Remember, viruses, they are very ancient viruses. So virus, once they want to infect you, they hijack your DNA and cell, and then they replicate. But the scientists, they figured out that at one point there was same virus as replicated within all these species, including humans, gorilla, chimpanzees. So that's another evidence which we can't deny regarding evolution and evolutionary theory. Going back to religious circles, why they deny it? Well, religion itself is going through evolution, and they go through, is a victim of evolution. They have different branches, so they can't deny evolution because their religion is still evolving. We got Catholic, Protestant, Adventist, Mormons. We got Muslims. We got Shia, Sunni. We got Orthodox Jews. We got so many branches of religion. We got Hindus. Hindus got so many branches. We got Sikh. We got so many branches. So religion itself is evolving, so they shouldn't be getting offended by the Charles Darwin theory of evolution and evolutionary process. And coming back to the Adam and Eve theory, but that doesn't fit in because Adam and Eve theory, they suggest that Adam and Eve were the first human beings, and then married, and they got children, but the children got married to each other, which doesn't make sense. It means they committed incest, which doesn't work. So brothers sisters getting married, there's no evidence for that on DNA basis. So evolution is quite old and it takes hundreds of thousands of years, but evolution in humans is still going on, and I've proved it with evidence that there are anatomical fossil evidence is there as well. We got old human bones. There could be giants and dwarf and short midgets and the different sorts of human beings, and their jaw sizes and skull sizes. So evolution is a fact, and we should agree with that. We shouldn't believe all these mumbo jumbo stories that were written by some cavemen, basically proving in facts. And some of these people, they were involved in crime against children, and some of the pedos, and against women as well, the cult leaders and stuff like that. But scientifically, we should understand, if you have higher IQ level, you should understand these facts, that theory of evolution is a fact. I've given you all these evidences: anatomical evidence, scientific evidence, and evidence from DNA, and evidence from our environment. So you can't deny that. It's the only things we say that we came from monkeys. Obviously, we didn't come through monkeys. We share the same common ancestor at some point. First man was African, and humans been migrating through the. We have in Europe you have Neanderthal, but the Homo sapiens were very advanced, so they basically finished them off. They were good in hunting, and they were not adaptive and reactive to their environment. So Neanderthal gone extinct. Some have been cannibalized as well. So our environment is changing as well. We have a higher carbon footprint, and we are killing nature as well. So we might go extinct as well. In a nutshell, I can warn you now. So if you don't control our climate, if you don't go through green revolution, and we don't select our democracies, we don't adjust our economies, the carbon footprint might kill us, and we might go extinct as well, like other species has gone extinct, or there'll be mass extinctions because we are not reacting to the environment. and we are not adaptive to the we are denying it. So once you deny your environmental changes, you basically go extinct. But thank you. Leave your comments. Don't forget, you leave your comments.